All right, guys, so today we are finally revealing, did I buy a Birkin? Did I buy a Kelly? And as you can tell, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Buckle up. Hello everyone and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Caleb and on here you're going to find a lot of things like luxury shopping, reveals, reviews, unboxings, luxury travel, daily vlogs, pretty much anything that has to do with life and style, you're going to find right here on this channel. So before we go any further, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, give this video a thumbs up, say hi down in the comments, find me on Instagram, caleb.snell.designer, and keep in mind I post new content luxury related every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time, and weekend vlogs Friday, same time, 10 a.m. Central Time. So today is the day that we're finally revealing the dream bag that I finally purchased. This has been such a long road. I mean, minus 15, 20 years of dreaming about one. So we started originally this year and it's been a roller coaster. So at the start of the year, I posted a video, bags I'm buying in 2022, and I deemed it the year of Chanel. Some things have changed on that front. To walk you through it, we deemed it the year of Chanel, and I was like, oh, maybe I want the Coco handle, maybe I want a boy, I don't know. And then a little later on, we explored purchasing, from Fashion File. I was this close, you guys. I had it in cart, I entered my cart information, didn't accept it. It was a sign, right? So then fast forward another month, the Bulgari collection comes out, the Casablanca collab, and the whole nightmare drama that was. Ugh. I was like, you know what? I'm really not into Chanel right now. Obviously, I am so over the Bulgari bag, unfortunately. As far as my bag savings goes, I'm basically to a Birkin or a Kelly. And I've wanted an H bag a lot longer than I've ever wanted a Chanel bag. I said what I said, don't hate me. So Quirky, she's been, front row seat on this journey. We chat a lot back and forth. She sent this particular bag to me at one point, probably about a month or so ago. And I was like, oh, that's cute, but you can see where it's from. You all know I have my hesitations. We'll get to that here in a minute. I didn't really think too much of it. I'm like, oh, it's the real. I'm not that interested. Well, anyway, then when Jamie and I met up downtown in our weekend shopping vlog, we ended up at the Real, and I tried on both a Birkin and a Kelly. Loved both. I mean, obviously, who wouldn't? That kind of planted the seed. And then a week later, I'm driving home with this thing in the back seat. And I'm so excited, you guys. Like, I still can't believe it's real. Like, pinch me. Like, it's not real. So before I babble anymore, we're going to take the bag out, do the reveal, and then the story time of the Real. And the ending will surprise you. My opinions may have been altered. Let's dive in. First of all, hit pause. I know I asked you guys to guess on my last video, the weekend vlog that just went up on Friday. B or K. Lock your votes in now. Let's have a revote, a recast. What do they call that? A recount? Politics, love it. Cast your vote now, B or K down in the bottom, and let's get into it because I'm so freaking excited. I don't know if you can see it through this dust bag because I'm gonna say what I'm about to say. Their dust bags are not the greatest. Can you see through it? Yeah. Okay, well, you already know what it is, so let's just get it out of the dust bag. No more playing around, no more strip tease. Anyway, oh my God, you guys, I can't believe it. This bag is everything. For those of you who guessed Kelly, congratulations, you know me too well. I went with the Kelly 35 and the Togo leather blue jean. And I love this bag, you guys. I can literally not get over the fact that I, Caleb Snell, own one of my holy grail dream bags. It's real, it's here. Like, it didn't sink in when we were at the store. Like, I was like, oh my God, I just handed over my debit card and there goes that. It wasn't until like the next day that I was like sitting around the house, had it on the ottoman over there while we're playing video games. I'm like, oh my God, I own that bag, that is mine. What's the story behind it, you ask? I love that you're so curious. Stay curious, love that about you. I had a lot of back and forth. There's this one particular essay at our local Real boutique who is amazing. Shout out if you're watching this. I don't know if you are, but thank you. So when Jamie and Zane and I stopped into the Real a couple weeks ago, we tried on a couple bags, Birkins, Kellys, you saw the footage, and she brought to my attention that they had this. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. For those of you who know, I really don't want to say how much I paid out loud because it's a grotesque number to spend on a handbag. So if you know what a Kelly 35 costs, then just know that I got a good deal on one. Relatively, at that price point, a good deal is relative, but it could have been a little bit more, just trust me. I was like, okay, it's blue jean, it's palladium, it's Togo, so it's marking off all of my requirements for my first Hermès bag, just minus the fact that it's not a Birkin. Honestly, you guys, I love both, I will own both, so it was just a matter of, okay, I can get this amazing Kelly that checks all the boxes and comes at a great price point, or I can spend a couple thousand more and get a Birkin. I went with the Kelly. I mean, obviously, right? It's fabulous. She texted me when it came in. It came in on a Wednesday. And you guys, I am not kidding you when I tell you that week drug by. I was constantly looking on my phone. I was like, okay, you know, how to authenticate, because it's the real. We'll get into that here in a minute. How to authenticate, what to look for. So I pretty much did a crash course on Hermès authentication. So I'm now an authenticator. I'm just kidding. Don't think I know anything about Hermès. I knew enough to know the red flags, and this bag didn't have any red flags. When I tell you guys, I sat in that boutique for over an hour in the morning. I'm not exaggerating. So originally we were supposed to go in at 11 a.m. I'm gonna be upfront honest with you now. If you ever make plans with Caleb Snell before noon, pad in at least an hour. I'm never on time for anything. We were about an hour late. I am sorry about that. So we get there and she brings out the 3 bags. I had 2 Birkins on hold for me and then this gorgeous Kelly. And she brings them out and lines them up. Immediately, I'm like, nope to the 1 Birkin. I will say the real, even though they priced this amazingly, the Birkins are overpriced for the quality. Their price points on Birkins, I think the best one that I saw in my little group of 3 was about $8,900. For that price, you can get something nearly flawless at Rebag or Fashion File or in very good condition for the older colors. Blue jean's been discontinued for almost 10 years, so like no one's trying to buy blue jean apparently, which is why it was priced so well. This was a pretty darn good deal. So immediately I strike off 1 Birkin. So it's down to this one and the Birkin. Honestly, the Birkin for the price point, the corners were pretty blown out. It wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie, even she was kind of like, ooh, I was a little disappointed when I pulled these out. I'm like, yeah. Honestly, it was just down to this one. And if I wanted to trust the real, and if I wanted to pay that much for a handbag, which I mean, I'd been saving for months. So it was gonna happen. It was just a matter of where I was gonna buy it from, and Birkin or Kelly was the big question. So after about an hour, over an hour, we decided to go take a lunch. We took a break. She needed to go to lunch. Zane and I went to the Tavern on Rush, had some brunch, talked about it, did a couple laps around the block. And then, okay, there was one small, like, not even, just like a piece of like dirt or residue from the previous owner. And I told myself, if they can get that piece of residue off and clean it off, and the bag comes out fine, then it's a sign. And of course it came off and I bought it. I was like, here's my debit card. I was nauseous. I've only ever spent more than that on like a car before. So there's that. The real, I know. I have my scathing review on the real out there. Trust me, there are some shortcomings when it comes to their authentication process. I'm not gonna lie. There's a fellow content creator, I forget their name right now, but they were sharing like fake Coach bags and Michael Kors bags that were on the real. I mean, they were blatant fakes. Like not like, ooh, like maybe, like no, like designs that were never made, styles that were never made by the companies, like bad fakes. That does make me nervous purchasing from the real. I'm not gonna lie. Am I gonna make a habit out of it? Probably not, unless it's for like Hermès and I can send it to Bababebi. I don't know how to say her name. Dimity Giles, it's her company. She authenticates Hermès bags. She's been doing it for like, I think she's been collecting Hermès for 30 years. Christie's did a write-up on her. She's helped people who bought fakes, you know, go to court. We'll get to her in a minute. I'm jumping ahead of myself. As I'm sitting there, everything checked out from what I could tell from my online research for the past every day for about a week. I knew in my back pocket I had the option of sending it to Bababebi. I hope that's the way you say it. Don't quote me. So I knew I had that in my back pocket, and that kind of helped alleviate, even though the real said, you know, all sales final. If it's not authentic, you're gonna take it back, and if not, I'll just contact a lawyer. Like it's not that deep. Like it's fine. I bought the bag. We drove home, didn't feel real. I get home, I have it out on the ottoman. I'm still sick to my stomach because A, I spent that much, and B, I still hadn't sent it to Bababebi. Yeah, I was not gonna like cut the tags or let myself get too excited until I got the certificate back from her saying that yes, this is an authentic bag. I wasn't allowing myself to let this moment sink in until I had that certification. Because like I said, you guys, I have been dreaming about having a Birkin or a Kelly for at least 10 years. I've read Michael Tonello's book, Bringing Home the Birkin, several times. I get excited whenever there's a Birkin on The Real Housewives. Like this has been something I've wanted for a very long time. And I even sold some beautiful and somewhat rare Balenciaga bags to make this happen. So aside from, you know, just like saving and being diligent and bringing my shopping down, yes, I bought a few Fendis and some Coach items, but trust me, over the course of 6 months, that's bringing my shopping down. I think we can all admit that. So I saved really hard for this bag. I've worked hard for this bag. I've dreamed about this bag for years. And it's just amazing that it's finally in my possession and sitting here. Like it still doesn't feel real. So the Bababebi situation, let me explain how that works. First, you'll contact her on her website, which I'll link down below for those of you who are interested in maybe purchasing an Hermès bag, whether you buy it from the real Fashion File, Rebag. I mean, there are some really tricky fakes out there when it comes to Hermès. Wallets, the Holy Trinity bags, the Lindy. Make sure to have your bags authenticated by someone else. At this price point, you just want to absolutely make sure, dot your I's, cross your T's, whatever you need to do. Bababebi, I highly recommend. I will use her in the future because trust me, this is not going to be the last Hermès purchase. So what you do is you contact her on her website, you fill out a questionnaire, and then she'll email you immediately with instructions on how the process is going to work. You can also request further information, like she'll send you a DocuShare of like the photos of the bag, like the angles that she's going to need. And trust me, there's at least 21, 22 photos that you need to send her. You pay her through PayPal. It's $125 for a leather handbag or wallet. You'll pay, I think, double if you need 2-hour authentication. And then I think you'll pay a little bit more for exotic skins. But again, I mean, it's all peace of mind. And quite honestly, I sent everything to her, and I would say I sent it around like 1 p.m. on Sunday. And I think even before I came home from lunch on Monday, I had the certificate in my email. And that's when it finally hit, smiling ear to ear, bouncing all the way home. I had an Hermès bag, and it's kind of amazing. So yeah, use Bababebi 100%. As far as my Hermès journey goes, this is the Kelly 35, palladium hardware, Togo leather, blue jean in color. It is the perfect bag. It has the feet on the bottom, of course. I have the lock and the strap in my closet, so when I do a full review on this bag, which I mean, Kelly reviews are a dime a dozen, but I still want to do one anyway. I want to add my video to that pot. I'll have all that out for you and go over it. Now, what was this bag missing? Why was it at such a good price point, you ask? I'm like, I love that about you. You're so curious. It was missing its dust bag, which you all know I hate. But when you send it out for Hermès Spa, when it comes back, it already has new dust bags. That wasn't a concern for me. It was also missing its rain bag, but I mean, hello, I'm not gonna be carrying this in the rain. Honestly, didn't really matter to me too much. As fun as the raincoats are, I mean, they're flimsy, they're hard to get on, annoying really. Do you really want that in your bag? What do you do with it once it's wet? Do you just like lay it in the car? I don't know, there's a lot of unanswered questions when it comes to that. This was missing, like I said, dust bag, rain jacket, but it had the lock, the key, the clochette, the strap. The corners are honestly in really good condition. There is some minor rubbing. I mean, it's Togo leather, so it's to be expected. But again, that's something super easy you could send to Hermès Spa. As you can tell, it also has pretty good shape as well for its age. This is a 2011. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. There is a little bit of breakdown over here on the side, but I mean, again, it's an 11-year-old bag. Overall, I think it's in pretty darn good shape for an 11-year-old bag. Real talk. So I used to laugh at people who got like, oh, I got my first Birkin and now my entire collection's Hermès. I used to laugh, not gonna lie, like not like a mean, like, oh, look at them, that's so stupid kind of way, but I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. Like all of a sudden you get an Hermès bag and then you don't want to buy anything else. I get it now. I get it 100%. I have already been saving like Lindy's and Birkins. I think I even started looking at a her bag or an airbag, however you say it. Also the bolide. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to save up again the big amount, buy a Birkin, just to have both my collection like right away? Like, I mean, obviously I have it one day, like it's not a rush. Or do I want to try something different? Like a Lindy, like the Lindy 34, that's really calling my name. There's a few on Fashion File right now that are absolutely amazing for like 4,500 and under. There's a turquoise one right now, I think at like 39, that's in really good shape. And I just love the way that it kind of squishes. I was watching the real Shakeen and her review on the Lindy, and the more I watched hers, the more I wanted one. It's kind of an amazing bag, I'm not gonna lie. Or do I want to find like an old beat up bolide and have like an everyday beater bag? I don't know. The options are endless. I do eventually want to get more Kellys. I would like a box Kelly. I think it'd be fun to have a rough one like the Olsen twins, not gonna lie. Or even like a beater Birkin. I mean, that is like the ultimate symbol of luxury. Am I not wrong? Like, come on. This is a journey that is just getting started. I want to go down to our boutique here in Chicago and actually start a relationship and a profile. Because one day I'm going to get offered one. It is going to happen. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's going to happen, but I don't mean to be so serious. Kind of a little bit. Don't quote me. Anyway, guys, let's make it official. Let's get this stupid tag off here. I am now an Hermès Kelly owner. It's authentic. Thank you, Bababebi. It is mine. Is Bababebi, I mean, it's a wonderful service. Can you tell with absolute certainty through photos? I mean, she is very professional. She knows what she's talking about. There is, you know, the need to actually like touch it and feel it. But trust me, guys, the quality of this bag is far and beyond even my Fendi Solaria bags. Like it is it not, Zane?
Oh no. I like it.
I mean, this makes my Balenciaga and YSL bags look like child's play. I said what I said. Don't judge me for it. It's my opinion. But I mean, this bag, you guys, it is truly, truly amazing. How are you going to carry it, you ask? Oh my gosh, I love that about you. Keep asking questions. So I really like this look with the sangles just kind of hanging down. Again, it's going to be easier to get in and out of. Is it going to be as easy as a Birkin? Probably not. You will have to do the flaps. You'll probably have to like hold it up from the bottom when you're trying to get in and out. Oh my God, Hermès Paris made in France. I own one. But I think this is going to be like the way I'm going to carry it 99% of the time. Once in a while, I'll do it up all the way with the singles closed. I like that relaxed look. It's just like, hey. I can't, you guys. If you can, I highly recommend going on the journey. The reward was tenfold. I love this bag. It's going to become a problem. Hermès is going to become a problem. I already have some wallets in my watch list on the Real Fashion File. I need to go in store, start a profile. I want to get a Twilly at least for the handle just to be that guy. What are we gonna do with this bag? We are going to carry it this weekend, hopefully. Zane and I already have some fabulous plans. Well, it's already happened because you're seeing this on Sunday. I'm gonna do a review on this here in a few weeks. Maybe compare it to a Fendi bag, I don't know. I will be sending this to the spa early next year. It's at a point right now where I don't really need to. Like overall, it is in very good shape. There is some very, very minor corner rubbings again, but it's not gonna stop me from enjoying the bag for a few months, and then I'll send it out first of the year. And then we'll cover that process as well, because I know personally there's a lot of mystery shrouding the Hermès spa experience. Like it's hard to get your questions answered in videos and on the purse forum. There's all this, and with companies like Hermès, information changes yearly. It's difficult to keep up on all of that. So I wanna make like a really good in-depth, like, hey, this is from A to Z on how the spa worked. Look at my gorgeous refurbished Kelly. I mean, my Kelly, that still sounds amazing to say out loud. But yeah, guys, I'm over the moon. So I just want to say thank you for your support on this journey. Thank you to those who purchased a bag from the vlog sale. You guys rock. This was a lot of hard work, a lot of planning, a lot of years dreaming about it. And I'm very happy with the payoff, you guys. I couldn't be happier. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Hermès, for this gorgeous bag. I mean, can we just say that, right? I feel like I'm at the Academy Awards. You like me, they really do. That's it for today. I mean, can you say that's it with a Kelly unboxing? I mean, that's everything for today. So thank you for joining me. Come back on Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Time, and keep your eyes peeled. There's gonna be another good weekend vlog on Friday. I can already tell. All right, guys, until next time, stay safe, have fun. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.